I think the fire crotch thing started way before the Lindsay Lohan time, ever since I guess I hit puberty. Hi, my name is AJ and I'm a redhead. This week I'm gonna go blonde. My color red, I feel like it's slightly different from the average Irish redhead because I'm actually not even Irish at all. And I'm the only one with red hair. Both of my siblings have dark brown hair, dark brown eyes, but my mom has red hair. I feel like I used to find ginger offensive, but I actually call myself king of the gingers.
When I was asked about dyeing my hair, I said no.
I personally would never dye my hair.
I think redheads are unicorns. It seems like such a cool, unique thing that not a lot of people get.
I've always been nervous about getting back to the original color, I guess. Being a redhead is definitely a huge part of my identity.
Definitely been told throughout my life not to ever dye my hair.
I don't think redheads should dye their hair any color.
Every time I go to a hairdresser, they compliment my red hair. They try so hard to get this same exact color, but they always tell me how unsuccessful they are. For my friends who already know me, it's gonna come off as a real shock because they do love my red hair. I get attention as is with red hair, but I think going blonde, I'm gonna get even more attention.
My name is Yuichi, hairstylist today. We do the full highlights.
My feelings towards my red hair has definitely changed. In the beginning, I didn't really think much about it. As I got into high school, I was probably the only one with red hair. I definitely was picked on for being a redhead. They would call me carrot top, fire crotch, all of the above.
And then we do the permanent color at the same time. So we rinse off, check the color.
I think women with red hair are glorified within society, opposed to men who are kind of looked at or have the stereotype of being nerdy, geeky. There are a million women leading actress roles with red hair. The men redheaded roles are always the best friend or the geek. Here in LA, I don't think I really know of any other redheads. I haven't dated a redhead before, but I've definitely fooled around with one. Took about 2 hours from beginning to end, eager to see what I look like.
All right, now you look to your right.
Oh my God. Wow, I look like a completely different person. I think I'm giving off that, I don't know, California beach vibe. I think I look tanner a little bit, actually. It looks great. I do like it. It's definitely different. It's gonna take a little bit to get used to. I think I will be perceived differently by people who don't know me, also by my friends too. So now that I'm blonde, I'm going to live the rest of the week and see how everybody reacts to me and see if it's any different from being a ginger. Saw myself slightly freaked out seeing that I didn't know who that was. I did tell a couple of my coworkers. They've only known me as a redhead. We shall see how people react today.
Oh my God, he's a blonde!
I've had some interesting interactions with people who had previously known me. There have been a lot of Game of Thrones references.
Usually Targaryen.
And Ken doll references as well from coworkers and clients. There's also been a lot of, you look great, except I prefer you as a redhead.
I believe gingers should never dye their hair. Go back, AJ.
Personally, I almost feel like I'm wearing a mask being blonde because I've been red my entire life and it's almost like I'm not even being true to myself. I slightly miss being a redhead. I had somebody at the gym actually comment and say, I am one of 6 redheads that actually come, and now I'm literally just like everybody else there. So something else that I noticed is whenever I run into another redhead, I wait for some sort of acknowledgement. I was in the grocery store, probably looked kind of creepy staring at this person, still waiting for some sort of acknowledgement or even just eye contact. I had forgotten that I dyed my hair blonde and just kind of came off as a creep, I guess. So I'm about to call my dad.
Hello?
Hi, Dad.
AJ!
You don't like me blonde?
I don't know. You were sharper before.
I found myself actually taking my shirt off during my workout class today, which I have never done before. I walked into work this morning and one of my instructors, first thing that came out of his mouth, you look so much more approachable. What did I look like when I had red hair? So as I talk a little bit more to my friends about being blonde opposed to being a redhead, I've noticed that although we're thought of as fiery or temperamental, we're apparently the least shy of the hair colors, which I don't know if I completely agree with that because growing up, I definitely was a lot more shy until I got comfortable in my own skin. Here in Los Angeles, I do feel that being a redhead, I stand out a little bit more. Right now, I kind of feel like I blend in when I walk down the street. I don't know if I feel like I would actually go blonde again. I mean, I like it, I enjoy it, but I do feel like this is hiding my identity a little bit. Being a ginger is so far into who I am, I can't see myself going any other way. Maybe blonde highlights every now and then.